Starting live.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, guys.
So this is my coach, Chelsea Pearson. I'm visiting her right now in North Carolina. We're having the best time. We're just finished our pre-workout and getting ready to crush our workout.
2 scoops.
Sorry. And we want to talk about something that we've been discussing this weekend. She surprised me with a professional photo shoot later today, so we're really excited to get some more pictures for content, posting, call to actions, all that great stuff. And I just wanted to shout out 2 of my newest rock stars, Laura and Paige, who are my newest coaches and already have professional photo shoots underneath their belt. They are lifestyle-y, they are fitnessy, they are happy, they look freaking beautiful, and they didn't even tell me about these. I just saw their posts in my newsfeed and just wanted to shout them out. So anyways, we were talking about this. And it is so important to invest in your business as far as the photo part goes. We can take pictures of ourselves. We know good angles. We have great iPhones, usually the newest version. We have different props to hold these cameras up. But you also need these professional photos for people to take you seriously, not just for recognition type posts, for us to post of you guys, but also just for other people to see this striking, beautiful photo in their newsfeed.
So many of you guys, I don't know if you are part of the Shred Nation boardroom, but at a certain point, once you make it to the top of the recruiting or success club leaderboard, you're going to see your face. And Team Fight to Finish pretty much owns, you know who you are, the Shred Nation leaderboard, which is I am eternally grateful for. So thank you guys for impacting our life. But Rob was telling us last night, one of the major complaints that he gets tons of them in his inbox saying, hey, could you not use the photo that you used? And he's like, dude, that's your profile photo.
Right.
That is what you are choosing to be the representation of who you are, what your business is, what your life looks like. That's your choice. And so we were just like blown away, like, oh my gosh, without even having to talk about it or convince them or let them know, like, yes, you know, you are officially successful enough to get a photo shoot.
Right.
These 2 coaches were just like, you know what? I'm taking this seriously. Why would I wait? And what's funny is once you start to take yourself seriously, other people take you seriously. And the easiest way is to take a photo shoot, which you don't need to be like asked by a photographer or go to this crazy place. There's so many amateur photographers who will probably charge you $100 for photos you can use forever.
Right. And your profile picture should always be a photo of usually chest up, you smiling, and a beautiful photo, because that's what people are going to see. That's what people are going to be attracted. I used to have pictures with Steve and I as my profile picture, maybe with me and Mav, and I would love to do that because that's my family, that's who I love, but it is my business. This is my business. So having that clear, beautiful, bright, bold profile picture is what I want to attract, because that's what people are going to see when they go to see who I am, or maybe they go and create me from Instagram onto Facebook. They want to know who I am. They want to see, sure, they can see full body shots on my Instagram and my Facebook like page, but my profile picture has to be me, has to be just me. Like, take it seriously. It's just something that you are investing in the long run, and it's also great for future posts, because sometimes there are times that you're not going to have the energy, you're not going to have the time to take a beautiful photo, have time to edit it. So having these photos in your email or in your gallery to be able to post a professional photo and add your little caption to it is great. We need to have these things that are backstocked. Something that her and I were discussing last night is that we follow
Hannah's photos.
Hannah's photos are so good.
Sorry.
So good. We're freaking out about it. And it's crazy because we follow a couple bloggers.
I'm so glad you're talking about this.
Yeah.
Because I was going to mention it.
So we both have like girls that we absolutely love and follow that are bloggers. And if you go to their Instagrams and you check them out, you will see that they use some of the same photos from the same photo shoots, maybe in pictures 1 and 3 and 8, or 1 and 10 and 12. You will see the same exact picture.
Outfit,
yes,
pose, but like just a different variation. Yep. And you don't realize it because it's all scattered, but because they're all high quality, it looks like they're just constantly getting new photos.
And when we see that, we're like, oh my gosh, like she has perfect makeup, her hair done, she has this gorgeous outfit on, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, like, damn, I need to get my shit together. But that's not the case. She is just working smarter. And that's just what we have to do. So these photo shoots that you guys are doing, you know, we see that and we see how amazing you are. Like I was talking about my 2 newest coaches that already invested in a photo shoot, and they're beautiful photos. I see their pictures, and I'm like, I've just been talking about my newest coach mentorship with her like this whole weekend, because they're just freaking rock stars. But just seeing that, it's like, see this picture, like that is who she is in real life. That is what I know of her. That's her glow. That's her boldness. That's her love of life. And that's what I see in a picture. So for me, if I was not a coach, I would go creep on her stuff, and I see that picture and I'm like, that's my girl. That's who I want to sign up with, because she looks so freaking happy.
So I have a challenge for you guys. You can choose whether you want to do it on Instagram or Pinterest, but there's probably one or the other that you're scrolling just because you want to get inspiration. So many of you may be doing this, but this has really helped me. When I see a photo on Instagram or Pinterest that just like is a scroll stopper, it pops out at me. I'm like, I love this. I like her. This is my vibe, or this inspires me. You can create on Instagram, when you save a photo, you can now create a collection. So it's a folder within Instagram. Call it inspiration or photos I love. And it's private to you, so you can start to save ideas. Same thing for an unlisted Pinterest board. Anytime I see something, I'm like, I have to duplicate that. I have to duplicate that. Because it can be very intimidating to book a photo shoot, first of all, and then be like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights. What do I do? And it's nerve-wracking. The photographer's job is to help you be confident, but going in and saying, these are some photos that I love, sending them in advance, looking for outfits that are maybe similar, or props or poses. Like, do the research ahead of time, so when you go in that shoot, you love what you're doing and you don't have to make it up on your own.
Right. And when you work with a professional, you know, they help you. If you have a pose that, like she was talking about, that you love, that you thought that pose was just beautiful, that's what you want to embody, and you do it and you're super awkward, the photographer is going to help you. Like, I always tell photographers, I'm like, if I look awkward, just tell me, or like move me, or like whatever. But now I don't feel awkward, because we do so many photo shoots that, like, when she's like, hey, just so you know, and I'm like, okay, cool, go ahead and get a spray.
I didn't tell her. I was like, oh, I'm springing a photo shoot on you. Like, this is my girl who's doing my photos. I figured we could do some. And she's like, down. Yep. I'm down for this. Music also helps. Find a playlist that you love. And it's just like inviting and posting. Like, once you know you're not gonna die, your confidence grows, and then you're able to say, like, all right, I'm gonna crush this. And I think you guys are the Instagram masters. I used to be an Instagram master, kind of fell away. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna search Team Fight to finish, but your timeline is for those polished photos, and then you have stories to be you and be silly, and you guys crush it. So that balance is going to show you're real, you're relatable, but then those polished photos are going to show I'm taking this seriously. When you sign up with me, like, I care enough about my business to take freaking professional photos. You're signing up with a professional coach.
Right.
So
good.
And I think what moral of the story too, and where all this came from, was like, very often, let's just say I was to tell you when you signed up, or Jamie was to tell you, yep, people typically hit diamond in their first week. You probably would be like, oh, so everyone does that?
Right.
That's a little scary, but I'll do that.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever set a goal and kind of cringed, or maybe heard your coach set a goal. They're like, I'm going to be an emerald by August of 2025. And you're just like, what? That's crazy.
You're like, you can do that tomorrow.
There's something about people who take action, who don't wait for permission, who don't wait to be handheld, who don't care when other people do things, and they're like, that person's successful, well, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
And it was so refreshing. So I'm like, man, now I should just set the expectation, like, yep, first step, sign up your spouse. Second step, get a headshot.
Right. Seriously, though, people take you more seriously, and that's just the way it is. Like, we took photos in the beginning. She was always an Instagram guru. I was definitely not. And my pictures were so disgusting and horrible. So just know that we all start from somewhere. And it takes time. But that's why it's great if you start out right away and you get a photo shoot. Like we said, it doesn't have to be super expensive. You don't have to go to someone who's $400 an hour. It can be something that's a little mini session. You know, use the people that you know. Ask your coach who they go to or whatnot. But those are times that really help, is having that content when you're not feeling up to it, you're on the go, and you're like, oh crap, I didn't post, and you have these in your back pocket. Helps so much.
Oh, another tip. There's tons of Facebook groups for this. I know some of you guys are photographers, but there is this Facebook group I'm in. It's called the Rising Tide Society, and it's for like entrepreneurs, but it's seems to me like it's 80% photographers.
So
And I think
cool.
there's like 20 to 50,000 people in that group. So you might be able to say, hey, I'm looking for a
Awesome.
photographer in my area. People might be starting out, and just like you're afraid to say, oh, I'm a coach, like I'm just starting out, I don't have the confidence. There are very talented photographers who are afraid to charge higher rates. So
Right.
you might be able to partner with them, do a swap maybe, like say, hey, I have this many followers,
Yeah.
like I'll give
Shout
you
out.
exposure, or we'll
Yeah.
figure that out. And yeah, just freaking do it.
All right, guys, we're gonna go crush our workout. Hopefully you crush the
My
day.
energize kind of wore off.
I know.
want a third scoop!
Maybe we need some more. Okay, yikes. Okay, love you all. Talk to you guys soon.